Hi everyone, Hope here. Welcome back to my second episode of Life with Hope. I guess we're calling it episodes now. Apparently, I have a TV show. Anyways, today I want to talk about something about my past. Not all of my past because we don't have all day, but I want to share some specific detail about my upbringing and my family. And that family just means everything to me. And what I always say and what I will continue to say is that I definitely hit the lottery when it comes to my family. I just have such an amazing mom and dad and two older brothers. And I just grew up in such an amazing, we're just like the Fab Five or something, whatever you want to call us. Oh my gosh, I just feel so lucky to have the family that I do. My parents have been together, I think over 37 years, married and everything, together, I think longer. And I grew up in the same house my whole life. So things are just really great, okay? And so that is just one story about me and my past. And so you might have an entirely different story. Maybe you are somebody who has grown up in a divorced house, or maybe a divorce happened later in your life and you went through that, or you grew up in a single parent household, or maybe you grew up with somebody, one of your caregivers who is dealing with drug and alcohol abuse. Maybe you knew what homelessness was like. Maybe you grew up in a very poor neighborhood, or maybe you grew up in a very, very wealthy, affluent area. And but whatever it is we all have these stories, and a lot of us have deep, dark secrets or grudges or crazy pasts or crazy situations and intense stuff that has happened to us. So if you were just to go ahead and listen to my first story, the one thing that I shared with you, you might be looking at it okay, she had a great life. Everything was perfect for this girl. And so you'll be kind of comparing maybe with your own life and your own story and being how can someone like her be able to coach me or tell me anything about my life when she has never walked in my shoes? She is never going to know what it feels like to go through all those situations that I went through. She's never seen what I have seen, all these things. And I just want to tell you, you are 100% right. I will never know what it's like to have walked in your shoes. I will never know what it is like to have seen what you have seen. And I mean, sure, maybe if someone else has a size 6 foot and you're a size 6 foot, then you might be able to share the same shoes, but that's not my point, and that's not what I'm getting at. I am trying to portray the message that none of us know what it's like to wear each other's shoes, because that is our own life. That is our own story, our own situation. And another message I wanted to portray too is a lot of times we say everybody has a story, right? We all have a story. But I think we all have stories, many stories. And so while you may have just heard one very positive and uplifting one, maybe I will hear your story that is not so positive and not so uplifting and a little darker and a little scarier and heavier. But in both scenarios, that's just one story. You don't know the rest of mine. You don't know the rest of the things that I have been through and that I have seen and that I have felt. Just the same as I have never seen or heard or witnessed your biggest highs, your most happy moments and happy times in your life, because I've only heard the one. So that's what I'm getting at, is that we all have all these stories and all these situations and things that have happened to us in our lives. And so if we were to work together, I would be somebody who is going to just listen to you and to be a guide and not give you any judgment or anything like that. I'm going to have compassion and empathy. And together we're going to create a plan and we're going to create goals, because I'm going to meet you exactly where you're at. And you don't need to feel obligated to tell me your entire past, your whole history. That's not something that I'm here for. There are many therapists and counselors, of course, who are there for that, and we can find those resources together. But that's not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to just like uncover what it is that's like stopping you or slowing you down from like living the life that you want to live. And you just sometimes you got to give yourself a little bit more grace and a little bit more credit for the things that you are doing and that you are accomplishing. Because first of all, you showed up for yourself today. That's already a huge step. That's already me being able to look at you and being like, you are so much stronger than you think. You are resilient and you can do this. So I just want to kind of put that like light and that spark back into your life, and together just discover like the self-love that you deserve, because you deserve it all. You deserve so many amazing things. To come up with self-care ideas and stuff to just relax, to just breathe. Because one thing that we all have in common is we are all human. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. And we all have stories. We all have crazy, hectic lives. But we just sometimes we need to just take a step back and to look at others and to view others and be like, there is a lot more to it. There's a lot more to them other than that one story, that one situation. That does not define a whole person. No matter what the situation may be, we need to just, as humans, be able to look back and go back to those things that our parents taught us, or at least that my parents taught me, of treat others the way that you would like to be treated. So simple, but it goes a long way, because we do need to spread more love and more kindness and more empathy out there in the world, because it's a dark, crazy, scary place sometimes. And so we have to find light, and the more that we can be each other's advocates and cheerleaders and lift each other up, like the closer we're all gonna get to finding that, to being truly happy. And I just want to be able to do that for all of you. And I think we can go very far together. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I'm probably going to come here with more episodes, as we're calling them, and just have super random things to talk about. Some other times I might have like a complete structure and be like, this is the subject. We're having beginning, middle, end. Other times I might be like pure chaos and just saying randomness. Sometimes I might come here and just tell you random stories, and some of it might not even have to do with coaching or anything in particular, but we're going to talk about it and I'm going to share it. But this was today's episode with Life with Hope, and I hope you like it. And if you do, please spread the word. Do those things that people do on social media, like and comment. And another thing that I would love to hear from everyone who's watching this is if you could just share with me some type of takeaway or an aha moment that you had anywhere in this video of something I said or something that clicked, or something you agree with or disagree with, whatever it may be. Please let me know. All the feedback is appreciated. Sending all the love, all the light, and let's live a life with some more hope, okay? All right, thank you guys. Bye.